Assalamu alaikum. Ni hao. Good day. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ciao wala. Nice to see you and welcome. It's Ken at 10, and that's because it's 10 o'clock and I'm Ken. And it is Thursday. Thursday already. Gosh, flown by this week. Nearly my favorite day of the week. Many of you will know that I do love a Friday. It's my favorite day. It's when we get everyone out viewing for the weekend and things. And yeah, looking forward to that. So how are you today? If you've never been here before, then thanks for watching. We are estate agents based in Southwest 16. That's Norbury to be precise. James Alexander Estate Agents. We broadcast here every day live to tell you about what's going on really in the local market, in the local town, and obviously in national press in terms of sales, lettings and everything else really. So I hope you're having a good day so far. We certainly are. The weather here in SW16 is very grey and overcast, actually. It looks like it's going to rain, but it's fair at the moment. So that's all good. In the news, mortgages. This is one that I've been going on about for some time that really bugs me. Sharp rise in the cost of low deposit mortgages. Bank of England data shows the average rate on a 2-year fix for someone with a 10% deposit has risen from 1.9 to 3.32%. And 2-year fix for those with a 5% deposit from 2.74 to 3.95. Now, I know there's a higher risk for lenders when they're looking at first-time buyers on the like, but when you think that they're paying nearly double for the same amount of money, how can that be right? It just doesn't feel right to me. And I know that Boris is talking about this, this new generation of buyers, and let's hope he's right. But what he needs to get to grips with is to make the lenders realize that just whacking the rate up, I mean, if there's a risk and you whack the rate up, how does that reduce the risk? Surely it increases it because you're increasing the expense of that individual. I think it's profiteering, and I think they're taking advantage of the young people that are trying to get into the housing market. I know that there's a greater risk with first-time buyers, but first-time buyers are the fuel of this market, and that's why Boris is saying, look, we need to get these 5% deposit deals going. And I think he's right. I just hope it's across the board and not just new builds. And I also hope, most importantly, that the rates are looked at as well, because it's all very well offering 5% mortgages, but when the rates are 5% instead of 1.8, which is what they are for most people, or just under 2%, it doesn't seem fair, does it? So that's that side of things. Average house price nears 250k. The average value of a home has now surged by £17,000 or 7.3%, according to the Halifax over the last year. £250,000, the average house. Gosh, I never thought I'd say that. It's incredible, isn't it? I mean, here in London, it's been, that buys you a one-bedroom flat, but, and that's on the outskirts of London. Goodness knows what it is in central London now. And home buyers, this is no surprise to anyone that watches Joe regularly, they're looking to the country and coast to escape the cities. According to Rightmove, searches have doubled for homes in 9 small towns and villages with populations of less than 11,000, with seaside resorts having the biggest rise in sales. Light water in Surrey would have risen the most, with 130% in the last year. It's interesting, isn't it? So everybody's looking to escape. The thing about small places like this is they love to welcome tourists in, but I remember one saying to me once, we love to welcome you here, but we also love to say goodbye at the end of the day. I'm not sure how they'll feel about all these commuters moving into their areas. Hopefully they'll integrate well, but it has changed everything. It's like I was saying to one of my clients the other day, they were saying, well, anything changed? Is everything the same? I said, well, actually nothing's changed except everything. It really does feel that way, doesn't it? Like everything is different now. Everything you do, you have to think, okay, how do we do that? How do we do viewings for someone that maybe is worried about COVID? How do we deal with the increased volumes? And this is a big problem now. We're finding that mortgage offers are being delayed. Whereas before we were running at 2 to 4 weeks to get a mortgage offer, quite often now, before the underwriters even look, you're looking 6 to 8 weeks. Can be a massive problem. So that's just passing my diary over to my colleague there. Yeah, so apart from that, busy day today, just booking in another valuation there. Lots of, we've been doing a lot on the letting side, lots of new move-ins. And if there's one thing that's really surprised me during the pandemic, it's been the resilience of the letting market. The vast majority of our tenants are still paying, they're still managing to get by. And the market itself has been extraordinarily resilient. People are thinking that, the most important thing is the roof over their heads, of course, and rightly so. But the market here in London, certainly so far, has been very resilient, even given these awful times of COVID and everything. It may change. Obviously, we do have the end of the furlough scheme and all sorts of other reasons why the market might be pressured. But in the meantime, it's been incredibly resilient. When you look at all the other investments you could have made, property is still looking like it's one of the smart ones even now. So if you're thinking of investing, make sure you take advantage of the stamp duty deadline still. Remember, it applies to you too, but you need to buy very soon if you're going to take advantage of it. That's it for Ken at 10 today. I hope you have a fantastic day. Stay safe and well. Look after your families. Keep smiling, because what else is there to do? We'll be here back same time tomorrow for another Ken at 10. Take care.